PS2 mini games.
Welcome back everyone to PS2 Mini Games. We are on episode 7 now. Unexpected eBay buy. What do I mean by that? I didn't intend to buy any eBay lots anytime soon, but this literally came out of the blue and I snapped this up like you would not believe. Got a bit of a bargain with this eBay lot. We'll get to that later in the episode, but there was also a much smaller eBay lot that I snapped up, which is only a single game. I'm going to open it literally right in front of you in a second. I only bought this right now because I needed it, simply put, and I thought, decent price for it right now. I got to that point now where I'm buying individual games over a certain price just to get them out of the way. Games that I'm not intending to play, but I know I'm going to need sooner rather than later because they might increase in value. And the first game is such. Well, let's get to opening. So yeah, so this literally turned up yesterday. As you can see, it's literally just one game, fairly well packed. Came by Royal Mail. I'm going to just quickly open this now. If this takes too long, we'll cut. If not, yeah. Okay, yeah. Right, so it's a Pac-Man World 3. Seems to be in quite good condition even. Slightly, I would call that good to excellent. Not fantastic, but it's still far better than I expected for an eBay lot. For a game worth £20 at CEX, I got this for 11 quid, including postage. So that's a bargain. That's nearly half price. That's a win. As mentioned in the past, we lost some footage for episode 5 while we were in Great Yarmouth CEX. I actually did buy a few more games, but due to corrupted files, not only did we not get footage of them at CEX, but we lost the footage of me talking about them. So we're going to do that again. Actually, there could be a couple here from Norwich also. So yeah, let's get to them. First game I picked up, Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. Yeah, why was Echo ever a popular game? Game number 2, and the Return of the Shovelware. Dancing Stage Fever, a sizzling 50 pence this cost. Probably about 20 pence more than it's actually worth. Scratch that, about 40 pence more than it's actually worth. But this made so much money for Konami, so I can't really criticise them for it because people bought games. Game number 3, Alien Hominoid. This is actually a very good game, so I'm actually kind of pleased with this. Game number 4, and the last Star Trek game I need, Star Trek Conquest. Never been a massive fan, but I respect those who love Star Trek. The last game at the Mr. Games, game number 5, was more of a compilation set. The Rayman 10th Anniversary set. 3 games in 1, so you can't really knock it. I've played them all, so Rayman's an underrated franchise, always has been. It's amazing that the Raven Rabbits are more popular than Rayman now, though. Right, as you can see, this is the eBay package I was talking about. Not as big as the last one, thank God, so it should be quite easy to get through. So anyway, we're going to take this knife like always, we're going to cut through this, so once again, if it's boring, we'll cut through it. If not, I'll keep recording, so let's see how it goes. Well, the black wrap came off quite easily, actually. This is actually well packed. This is delivered by Royal Mail. Not only did it get her on time, it actually got her in one piece. Far better than the usual eBay shenanigans. So, well done, Royal Mail. Well done. Good job. Anyway, let's just cut again. We are in! As you can see, we've gotten into this. You might already tell that there's going to be a console in this here, but you might tell by over there what the colour of the console is going to be. But we'll go through the games one by one. The majority of these games, well, let's put it this way, I'm going to sort through. The majority of these games I already have, but there's one game specifically I don't have that's sweetened the deal for me. So we're going to cut out again, and we're going to put these in different piles, and we're going to go through these one by one. Bear me a second. She gave me a bag. She gave me a Morrison's bag. What? The eBay has packed a small Morrison's bag. Thank you, question mark? As you can see, I bought this whole lot because that is a pink PS2 and a controller. Usually they go for about £80 from a CEX. I got this and all these games for £70. So actually this is a steal. And in that pile of games, one of the games I actually do need, and it does cost usually about 30 quid. So this is a steal. So I need the pink PS2 and I needed that game, so I basically got about £120 worth of stuff for 70 quid. So that's a win. That's a win by anyone's standards. And then we're going to unwrap this. We're going to go find the games I actually need here. I think there's only one, but we'll go through the other games otherwise, because they're probably going to be traded in CEX to get money back on this. So once again, win. And as you can see, this is a blinding pink PS2. It's actually in shockingly good value. If I can just do that. It's clean. Because I got this, as I said, 70 quid for the whole lot. It's actually clean. I'm genuinely stunned I got this for such a good deal. You thought you'd be like a bit of scuff or anything? No, that is... Yeah, it's got like a scrape kind of thing, but you can't... There you go, it's got like... But all PS2s will have that these days, for simple they were popular. So why is the pink PS2 so expensive? Why are you going to be paying at least top-end £80 upwards for a decent pink PS2? It's not as common as obviously the black and the silver or chrome PS2, but generally speaking, it's just as good. This was obviously made for the young female fans of the PS2, mainly for SingStar games. The SingStar franchise to this day still quite popular, I believe, but I think they made like a ridiculous amount of SingStar games, like 20 plus, like 70 plus across all of Europe. But this was just basically sold with SingStar games. I think they also sold this for the microphones too. As you can imagine, this was targeted for the female fans of the PS2. I'm assuming it plays like a normal PS2, but I did need one for the collection, so solid buy. Am I ever going to use it? Probably not. I'm always going to have big chunky. I mean, that's all, and as long as it holds up. And I've got other silver ones too, but this one will probably go somewhere. Just it will be somewhere in the room, blinding your eyes. As you can see, this is the pile of games that came in this bundle. As you can imagine, for 70 quid, that's a steal. But what really sweetens the deal for me is there's only one game I actually need, Toy Story 3, and that is a £20 to £30 game just right there. So that is awesome. Why is it £20 to £30? Well, as you can imagine, Toy Story 3 came out right at the end of the PS2 lifespan. I'm trying to remember when Toy Story 3 came out as a film. It's got to be in the early 2000s, what, 2010, 2011, 2012 maybe? Good film, by the way. Genuinely good film. But the rest of the games, I'm probably going to trade in the CEX, especially Manhunt. I might get like £20, £30 back on this, so yeah, great win.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Look what's just arrived. So, I didn't mention I was going to do this. This will be the first round of CEX Roulette. So, what is CEX Roulette? As you all know, CEX has many stores across the country. Buy games from them. They're pretty decent for the majority of the time. The online version isn't great. The pictures for CEX, most of them are pretty good, but some of them haven't actually got a clue. You all are suffering, and it will turn up as for the wrong console or just the wrong game completely, or it'll turn up in horrific condition. They're famous for this, so I thought I'd try my luck with this, because there's certain games I just can't seem to find in the actual stores, and I don't want to pay exorbitant prices on eBay. So I thought I'd test them. So the first game I bought from them was the first Sly Raccoon. Sly Raccoon, and I think it's Sly Raccoon and the Thievis Raccoonus. It's it costs about 30 quid these days, or £28 plus postage on CEX. So I thought I'd try them out. So I legit haven't opened this yet. This just turned up through raw mail, so I got it. Let's see first if it's actually the actual item. Bear me a second. Right. Well, they got it right. It's actually it's actually Sly Raccoon, the Thievis Raccoonus. So it's actually the actual game. So that's first points. They actually sleeved it. So that's also good. Manual 2. So good start so far. I'm actually kind of shocked. I thought they would screw up somehow. Bear me a second. I've just got to open the sleeve. Okay, so it's not perfect condition. I don't think you can see. There are a few slight scratches there. I would call this good, maybe excellent. So I'm sure I have to try that. But actually, this is probably a win. So they actually did the job properly for once. I say once. It's the first time I tried them, but I've seen some horror stories, because I'm part of the CEX Facebook group also, And some of the horror stories are hilarious, where they'll legit, like, someone will ask for Castlevania Symphony of the Night for PS1, and they'll send the Sega Saturn version, which actually is a good thing, because I think the Sega Saturn version is worth significantly more than the PS1 version, so they actually work out that way. So there is a small chance you actually benefit from their mistakes, but it's highly unlikely. But the majority of the time, they'll probably just send it back saying not good condition. You know what I mean? So I will say one thing though. Just noticing the case, there's a bit of a scuff. That's an indentation right there. That's not clever. So out of a 10 for first time, 6 maybe. So I will keep it, but for really expensive games, I probably would send this back. But for Sly Cooper with £30 game, I'm going to keep it. So for round 1 of CEX, as you can see at the moment, the Platinums have got their own shelves. What I'm probably going to do in the next week or so is build its own stand. It won't be as big as the normal ones, but it'll be purely for Platinum. Just make it a lot easier for me to organise in the future, because I'm now getting to the point where I've got 3 stands right now, but they're getting full. Obviously, we're now getting very close to halfway combined, that is, for PS2 games, so I'm going to need to build more. As you can imagine, I built them myself, so they're not perfect. I mean, that one's got, as you can see, they are not perfect. Do they stand up? Yes. Are these shelves flat? Yes. That's all that matters for me. So I'm not an awesome DIYer, but I'm better than most, I suppose. Obviously, that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. We do appreciate that. Me and Dave especially do. Future. So next episode should be CEX Peterborough and Huntington and other game stores in those 2 places. I'll be going with a friend. So you might see my friend in the footage, you might not. Depends how he feels. Some of you might already subscribe to him. You might guess who it might be by now. I'm not going to say because it's none of my business. All I say is hopefully we will find some good stuff. I mean, literally just got a CEX voucher. Should cover everything. And by everything, I mean it's just above £100 voucher. So I should be getting some decent games there. Hopefully, I have stuff I need. Hopefully, I'll get at least one game worth over £50, because that would make it worth it. But also, obviously, I like going to new places. I've never actually been to Peterborough. Been to Huntington before, not CEX, actually the town, but I've never been to Peterborough, so I'm just curious what it's like. From where I live, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. Why am I doing this? Difference. I don't like going back to the same places constantly. I like doing different things for you. There is one CEX I haven't been to yet on the channel anyway. I've been there as of today, but I won't be going back there anytime soon. We'll get into that in the next episode. Obviously, after the Huntington and Peterborough episode, that should lead nicely into OOL Saturday and Sunday episode. So we're pretty much planned for the next 3 to 4 weeks, so that's pretty good. So we tried to release one main episode a week. Obviously, I did the PS2 OSTs. That's just a side thing. That's just fun for me, because I try to share what music I like on the PS2. Strangely enough, Silent Hill 2 and We Love Katamari seem to be quite popular, because those 2 OSTs have gotten far more listens than anything else I put up there. So it roughly gauges what people like and what people don't like. Anyway, I'll see you later, my friend.